Was your Tyler's bag with Zootopia 2. Yeah, I did review the first Zootopia, so we might as well do its sequel. So there's that. I guess tomorrow will be episode 121 of Showdown. That's the fallout from Knife Glory and all that. I will do more of Yogi reviews soon, but I gotta do more playthroughs on some games. Stay tuned for some of those. Anyways, release date in the United States was November 26th of 2025, so a few months later, so there's that. Anyways, so here we go with Zootopia 2. Anyways, when we got through Judy, Hopper, and Nick Wilde become partners in the Zootopia Police Department, their chase pursuing to start to complete their work, and Chief Bogo threatened to suspend them unless they resolve different during a ride on smothering ring. Judy finds a piece of shedded snakeskin. Yes, snakeskin. You know that? Anyways. Although snakes has been publicly seen in Zootopia for years, under she's discovered that a snake may be in the city commemorating the anniversary the Zootopia Gathering, an event hosted by Madeline Lumbering, who Godfather Ebenezer found Zootopia, including with Gallion and Nick. With Nick, Judy's befriended Bird, the youngest son of and black sheep of the Lazarus family. Or yeah, you don't. He was mostly the not that, but we'll get to that moments and all that. Oh, by the way, almost forgot to mention. There's these two zebras who are called the Zebras. They're voiced by the two guys who are main event WrestleMania this year. Yeah, CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Kind of silly, but anyways. Meanwhile, a hooded creature infects the party and reveals himself as Pit Viper, who kidnaps Minion and uses him to steal an old jury that documents the creation of the weather walls that regulates Zootopia claims zone. Judy corners the Viper, who conflicts the journal conference and normally invented to explanation his family seeking to preserving his family reputation. Oh, speaking of all I keep hearing from this, they're saying is zebras, and all that. That's all I had to point that out also. But anyway, where was I? Evidence to expose the family seeking to privacy. His family measuring Minion determined to have the journal burned and the Viper killed by Judy discovered since the room able when the ZPD Captain Hawk witnessed the Viper accidentally bitten the Bogo. The lines were in frame. Judy and Nick for the crime, forcing them to escape with the jury, which is an unknown motorcycle, retaliating the Viper. Afterwards, Millions orders Mayor Brian to locate and substitute Judy, Nick, and the Viper. Never mentioned a conspiracy theory. Beaver led Judy and Nick and finds to Martian Market, a substitution area of Zootopia where reptiles hide. Their basic name just explains that the reptile's original destination was burned during the consummation of Zootopia's arc and discovered to Rat Town, which is explained to the Hershey market. The SCBD led by Hogwarts Bottom find Judy and Nick, who nearly escaped, but the Viper retreated and eased the journey and escaped through a water tunnel. As they attempt to locate the Viper, the pair climb to reach an abandoned reach, landing to an algorithm that ends with their shared Karen pin breaking inside. Judy's discovers that reptiles only live peacefully in Zootopia. The ZPT cornered them and arrested Nick, but the Viper, who included himself as Gary and his motorcycle partner revealed as Paul rescued Judy, explained that Gary's great-grandmother was not the original author of the journal list, but also the true founder of Zootopia. Her greed, inspiration, Ebenezer pleasuring her water wall and later frame her for murdering a Tulsian mine who tried to stop him from burning the original pattern. Her death substitution turned the general population against reptiles, even landing to their existence from Zootopia ahead by Nibbles. Okay. The SZPT also arrested Nick, flees prison, and locates Judy at the desert. Turn her down. Her Thunderdown weather wall where Gary and Paul Burr actually an old clock tower to find and bury reptile. Discovered that the pendant is hidden in entrance house. However, Paul Burr betrays Judy, like we obviously know that was gonna happen, and Gary sneaks to destroy the pendant and earn his family respect. He injected Judy with snake venom, throws Gary into the snow, and steals the ammunition. Arriving at the wall, Nick fights Pulver for the anti-venom and manages to throw it to Gary, who cures Judy after emotionally recovering with each other. Judy and Nick accomplished by Gary and Nibbles, who followed, and substitutes a barely alive Halbert, which Wimbert defeats the remaining Lions, something like that they find both Angit's house and the Pandering, and Palber repeats and attempts to destroy it, but Hogbottom and surpass him with their crimes exposed. The Limerays are arrested. Judy and Nick are expired. Bungo reveal and the turning down explanation to Martian market is cancelled. Allow for reptiles to be fully retrained back into the city. Gary reunites with his family, and Allison is finally cured as Zootopia's true founder. Nick griefs Judy, the newly repaired Harry Pen, before they begin tracking down the escape conservation. Nick addressing release and with previous adversaries Don Bear, whether sometime later Judy replies remotely on her carry pen of Nick saying he loves her before her neighbors interrupt, arguing over whether she shouldn't stop playing the recording after she leaves. Sometime flees past her window and leaving a bird feather on the windowsill. So yeah, Zootopia 2, pretty good. I don't know as good as the. I give it an A minus. Yeah, A minus. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna explain what this will be, but we're gonna this another crossover. Oh my god. But anyways, we'll get to that some point later. And anyways, so like I said, tomorrow will be episode 121, showing on the Fallout from Night of Glory. Thursday on my second show, you can subscribe to click on that one. You'll see WrestleMania 21 remastered on, well, reviewed on there. I want to say remastered, but that's not on this channel. It's the second channel that doesn't get talked yet. But regardless of that. And yeah, like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, click the bell, and bye.